game. You sound like a boxing. I would never do that.
Okay.
Yes. I got some.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Andrew. I'll be your moderator today.
Congratulations on your silver gold.
Thank you. This is my very wet name tag. Can you all show me your name tag? All right. I'm going to go ahead and just read a little content warning for advanced round 3. This is advanced, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, the study of the humanities often challenges us as we examine the full range of the human experience. This Certamen round contains mention of human trafficking, violence, and other difficult content. As always, take care of yourselves and reach out to your chaperones and sponsors if you need to talk about the content.
Hey, yo, good game, good game.
All right.
Good game.
I'm going to email the Aurelia passage.
I'm really excited.
Going to remind everybody about consultation. Players do not say things during the toss-up except to answer a question once you've been signaled by the spotter. Do not make gestures, stare into each other's eyes. I know you're very close in here, it's hard not to. But do your best to look, forward when you play Zoom Portaven. It's easy to just always look at who's answering, and we don't want to be doing that in real life for Portaven. And audience, the no consultation goes for the whole round. No talking, interjections, anything like that, except after the score checks at 5, 10, 15, and 20. You should have the Aurelia passage in front of you. Here, new guy.
Alan. Yes, sir. That one might easily aggressive.
I will be reading the Aurelia passage now to give you an idea of my pronunciation. Aurelia qui urx placebat erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Tredecim ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant. Tandem hic equus iratus domo recurrere coepit. Alright, gotta take this back out. Everybody, players, spectators, make sure to silence your cell phones, any other devices that can make noise. This is round 3, so this will be the final preliminary round. The scores will be added up, and it will be determined from there who will play in what semifinal round. Any questions before we begin? Okay. We're ready to start. We did get to go ahead. Yes. Because Colby's coming after that. Okay.
Is the round getting recorded?
Yes, we'll be streaming this round as a preparation for semifinals and finals, which we all want to stream. And so we want to make sure that it works right, streaming to the world before the rounds that we really want to stream.
Is this live streamed or just is this
live
recording?
but it's not.
Is- Oh, God, no, you actually know more than me about this.
So it's live stream, but not, so I guess not technically, it's not gonna be published immediately, but if they're doing something, they're looking for it before they publish it. Yeah. So it's not.
Putting bleeps in and stuff like that. Okay. So, 2022 NJCL Certamen Advanced Division Round 3. Toss-up number 1 for all teams. What city, founded by a man who received 50 young men and 50 young women as a prize for a wrestling victory, was invulnerable until the Palladium was stolen?
E3.
Troy.
Troy is correct. Bonus 1 for, the rest of the question was invulnerable until the Palladium was stolen by Diomedes and Odysseus. It's Troy. Bonus 1 for Team B. That founder, Ilus, had a daughter, Themiste, who married which of his nephews?
I'll spell for you.
Is there another syllable, or is it just Capis or Captis? Is that
You
how
can
it's spelled?
spell it.
Time or spelled?
I need your answer.
The answer is spelled Capys.
The answer is spelled Capys. Capys is correct. Bonus 2. What famous hero had both Trojan and Dardanian blood through these grandparents, Capys and Themiste?
Can you repeat the first 3 words?
What famous hero?
Trojan and Greek blood.
Teucer, final answer.
No, sorry, Teucer is not correct. This is Aeneas.
Yes. Oh, that's interesting.
So that is 15 points for Team B on toss-up number 1. Toss-up 2 for all teams. What man acknowledged a general in Britain as Caesar?
C1.
Theodosius the First.
Sorry, Theodosius I is not correct. What man acknowledged a general in Britain as Caesar to secure his rear while...
A4.
Septimius Severus is correct. To secure his rear while going east to fight Pescennius Niger, before you do that, helping him win the civil wars following Pertinax's death. So, fun fact, you will be able to keep these visuals that you're about to get for these bonies, and one of the advanced visuals, one visual in every level, for all the rooms, is signed by all of the moderators. So you may or may not win an autographed visual.
So you auctioning them off?
What?
Are you auctioning them off?
No, they're a prize. Whoever gets them can auction them off. But
Starting at $20.
yeah. You now have 10 seconds to examine the visual. Get yours out. Hold up.
Time.
This is a collection of coins from the Severan dynasty. Place these coins in order of reigns of the emperors depicted, from the earliest to latest.
Time.
Answer, please.
CBDA.
CBDA is correct. Bonus 2. The coin marked bonus 2 was minted for one of the powerful women of the dynasty. Who is this woman who was the mother of the emperor on coin A?
Time.
Yes, please.
Julia Mamea.
Julia Mamea is correct. That is 20 points for Team A on toss-up 2, and my co-moderator here will show you the visual.
Ooh.
All right. Toss-up number 3 for all teams. What gender is shared by the nouns
C3.
Common gender.
Sorry, common gender is not correct. What gender is shared by the nouns colus, pinus, humus,
A4.
Sorry, masculine is not correct.
Please repeat.
What gender is shared by the nouns colus, pinus, humus, manus?
E1.
Feminine.
Feminine is correct. Bonus 1 for Team B. Using the noun pelagos, say in Latin the wide blue sea.
Pelagos is neuter, so pelagos latum caeruleum. Does that sound right? Okay. Pelagos latum caeruleum. Final answer.
Yes, that's correct. Pelagos latum caeruleum. Bonus 2. What feminine noun meaning little left hand became masculine when it became the name of a man?
Skywola.
Oh.
Sky was left. Skywola.
Oh, okay. Let's go with that.
Skywola. Final answer.
Skywola is correct. That is 20 points for Team B on toss-up 3. Toss-up 4 for all teams. Although Suetonius famously wrote biographies on the Caesars from Julius Caesar to Domitian, he also...
A4.
Sorry, Devirus Illustribus is not correct.
E2.
Christian authors.
Sorry, Christian authors is not correct.
C2.
Answer, please.
Pratum.
Say it again.
Pratum.
Sorry, Pratum is not correct. The answer, of course, is Terence. No, I'm just kidding. There's a whole long passage where he describes Terence, which... Although Suetonius famously wrote biographies on the Caesars from Julius Caesar to Domitian, he also wrote on select Latin authors. Whom does Suetonius describe in the following adapted passage, which is 3 lines long? Is it okay if I skip it?
Yes.
All right. Trust me, it was describing Terence. No points on toss-up 4. Toss-up 5 for all teams. Which of the following, if any, is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Villain, avail, valedict...
C2.
Villain.
Villain is correct. Valedictorian and prevalent. Bonus 1 for Team C. Differentiate and derivation between villain and avail, providing each Latin root and its meaning.
So Wally to be strong and a villain is just wheelhouse, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought it was.
Can we get a repeat real quick?
Differentiate and derivation between villain and avail, providing each Latin root and its meaning.
Villain is wheela meaning house, and avail is waleo meaning to be strong.
That's correct. Wheela meaning house, waleo, to be strong. Bonus 2, what is the shared root and its meaning of the words vilify and revile?
It's like like loathsome. Is maybe like can you repeat?
What is the shared root and its meaning of the words?
Time.
Answer, please.
Velus meaning vile.
Wheelus, meaning vile. We're looking it up. It's the word meanings we have here are cheap, of small value, or worthless. Yes. Okay. Yes. Vile is also a meaning. That is 20 points for Team C on toss-up 5, and after 5, let's check the score.
After 5, our scores are Ohio 20, Illinois 35, and Florida 20.
Toss-up 6. Yeah, you guys can actually come and go during the NJCL cheer. You don't have to wait until after. Toss-up 6 for all teams. Responde Anglicae. Quid tribunus plebis fecit, si legem dissensit, et id vetari voluit. Responde Anglicae. Quid tribunus plebis fecit, si legem dissensit, et id vetari
C1.
Tiberius Gracchus.
Sorry, Tiberius Gracchus is not correct. I will start over the second reading for the other two teams. Responde Anglicae. Quid tribunus plebis fecit, si legem dissensit, et id vetari voluit.
A4.
Publilius Philo.
Sorry?
Publilius Philo.
I'm sorry, Publilius Philo is not correct.
B4.
Saturninus.
Alright. No, that's not correct. The question is, what did a tribune of plebs do if he disagreed with the law and wanted it to be forbidden? And the answer we're looking for was veto. He would veto it.
Nice.
Yeah, good person.
Yeah.
I didn't know they did that.
We love to see it.
Alright. No points on toss-up 6, toss-up 7 for all teams. What consul, standing in Senatu on the nones of December, advocated for severe punishment?
C1.
Cicero.
Cicero's correct.
Nice.
Advocated for severe punishment for the instigators of a popular conspiracy against the Roman state in 63 BC that was led by Catiline. Cicero. Bonus 1. Counter to Cicero's advocacy for the death penalty. What Roman politician, whose influence was growing, instead had argued for life imprisonment?
Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar. Yeah.
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar's correct, and bonus 2. Cicero's second and third Catilinarians were not delivered in the Senate, but to what audience?
Wait, Tim, what was that? The forum, I think?
Yeah, they
The
like
forum.
published in
Yeah,
the forum for the people.
Yeah.
It's like, so to what audience? Like,
Just
it's like the
forum.
people of
People's
Rome.
forum.
People in the
People
Can
of
you-
Rome.
The people. Well, people in the forum is super. It's gonna be the people of Rome, right?
Yeah, people were.
Time.
Answer, please.
The people of Rome.
Yes, the people of Rome, or I would have just taken the people. So that is 20 points for Team C on toss-up number 7. Toss-up 8 for all teams. Translate this sentence into English. Navis gubernatori naviganda
B1.
The ship must be sailed by the steersman.
The ship must be sailed by the steersman is correct. Bonus 1 for Team B. Now translate this sentence. Nam skit utrum mane navigent.
Can you please repeat that?
Now translate this sentence. Nam skit utrum mane navigent.
Time.
Answer please.
For he knows whether they sail in the morning.
For he knows whether they sail in the morning is correct. Bonus 2. And translate this sentence. Ut fama est magna tempestas aequori diutissime minatura est.
Did you repeat?
The Latin's excellent.
Ut fama est magna tempestas aequori diutissime minatura est.
Okay.
It's not a, it's a
Time.
law.
Answer please.
He wondered, or it, as there is a rumor, the great storm wandered on the sea for the longest time?
No, sorry. That's not correct. As the story goes, or as the rumor is, a great storm is about to threaten the sea for a very long time.
Not New York.
Yes, New York. So that is 15 points for Team B on toss-up number 8. Toss-up number 9 for all teams. What man, after convincing a Stygian king to join a doomed expedition by giving a lock of Medusa's hair...
C4.
Heracles?
Heracles is correct. A lock of Medusa's hair to Sterophe wrestled the river god Achelous for the hand of Deianira. It's Heracles. Bonus 1. What name is shared by this Stygian king who perished in that expedition alongside all but one of his sons and an Ethiopian king who married Cassiopeia?
That's Cepheus, but this is. Wait, may you please repeat?
What name is shared by this Stygian king who perished in that expedition alongside all but one of his sons? Answer please.
Cepheus.
Cepheus is correct. Bonus 2, name the Stygian Cepheus' surviving son, who shares his name with an Arcadian king, who defeated Heracles in the wrestling match at the Olympic Games.
May you please repeat?
Name the Stygian Cepheus' surviving son, who shares his name with an Arcadian king, who defeated Heracles in the wrestling match at the Olympic Games.
Time.
Answer please.
Eurytus.
Sorry, Eurytus is not correct, it's Echimus. So that is 15 points for Team C on toss-up number 9. Toss-up 10 for all teams. Broken pottery, old bricks, volcanic ash.
C2.
Pliny the Younger.
I'm sorry, Pliny the Younger is not correct.
E4.
Pompeii.
I'm sorry, Pompeii is not correct.
A2.
Sorry, Herculaneum is not correct. Broken pottery, old bricks, volcanic ash, lime, and cement, when mixed together, created what building material that Romans used to construct walls?
Clearly, yeah, you're bro.
Pompeii has some in it, but it is concrete. Concrete or opus cementitium. That's what we're looking for. So, no points on toss-up 10, and at the halfway point, let's check the score.
After 10, we have Ohio with 20, Illinois with 50, and Florida with 55.
Dude, Nick just did.
Yeah, it's history. I think that's too big past history.
Saw it happening.
I don't see any. Alright, come in quickly, in or out, find a seat. Hey,
Don't let the door slam.
Oh, no.
hey, if you're standing up,
Don't let it slam.
when you
Don't let it
leave.
slam. Don't let it slam. Don't let it slam.
I got it.
Thank you.
Come on.
There's probably something. Okay. Okay. We're done. No one else is leaving. Okay. At future score checks, if you're leaving, get up and leave. Also, don't let the door slam. But we've got someone great out there watching us, apparently. Toss-up 11 for all teams. What territory became the casus belli for the Third Mithridatic War?
C1.
Bithynia.
Bithynia is correct.
Nice job, Div.
After the Romans claimed in 74 BC that Nicomedes IV had left them his kingdom in Asia Minor, it's Bithynia. Bonus 1 for Team C. Where did the Romans, led by Marcus Aurelius Cotta, engage Mithridates in a land and sea battle for the first time in that war?
Chelsea.
Yeah,
Let's get a repeat. Yeah, agree. Can you repeat?
Where did the Romans, led by Marcus Aurelius Cotta, engage Mithridates in a land and sea battle for the first time in that war?
Chalcedon.
Yeah.
Chalcedon is correct. Bonus 2. Name the Roman who won brilliant victories at Cyzicus and later Tigranokerta before command was transferred to Pompey by the Lakes Manilia.
Lucullus. Oops. Yeah. Lucullus.
Lucullus is correct. That is 20 points for Team C on top of 11. Toss up 12 for all teams. Susan Shearer taught at Handley High School and then Classical Cottage School for many years. Using casa for cottage and the adjective arduus for lofty, say in Latin, the cottage is not very lofty.
C3.
Casa non maxime ardua est.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
B1.
Mistakes, sorry. Casa non est arduissima.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
Casa non est ardua umquam.
No, I'm sorry, that is not correct. I'm coming in with something honest. Not that it would have, but. So, the full question, or the full translation sentence. The cottage is not very lofty, but very strong.
Unfortunate.
Casa non est maxime ardua, sed fortissima.
Indeed.
So no points on toss of 12. Toss of 13 for all teams. Who was born near the springs of Oceanus, possibly deriving his name from the Greek word for stream, Pege, and once
C2.
Pegasus is correct. And once created a spring from a mountain with a blow from his hook. Bonus 1 for Team C. On Mount Helicon, Pegasus created a spring. What was the name of this spring, which means horse spring in Greek?
Hippocrene. Yeah.
Yeah, Hippocrene.
Hippocrene is correct. And bonus 2, what brother of Pegasus was born in the same way as Pegasus, springing from the severed neck of Medusa?
This is Richard Differ.
Chrysaor.
Chrysaor is correct. That is 20 points for Team C on toss of 13. Toss up 14 for all teams. E mihi, cur umquam juvenalibus acta lacertis, frixeam petit helias arbor ovem. This unanswered question from Medea to Jason.
C2.
Answer please.
Vids Herodes.
Ovid's Herodes is correct.
Nice job.
This unanswered question from Medea to Jason appears in what collection containing 20 letters from mythological subjects to their lovers, Ovid's Herodes? Bonus 1 for Team C. Medea is not the only woman to write a letter to Jason. What granddaughter of Bacchus wrote to Jason, Certa fui primo hospita feminea tellere castra, manu lemniadesque viro vincere noverum. Milite tom forti vita tuenda fuit.
Yeah, it's
Hypsipyle.
Yeah, it's, yeah. Hypsipyle.
Hypsipyle is correct, and bonus 2. What Trojan prince, like Jason, has 2 letters addressed to him among the Heroides?
Paris. It's got to be Paris. Paris probably won. Paris. Yeah.
Okay, so when and
Probably. Yeah. Paris.
Paris is correct. That is 20 points for Team C on 14. Toss up 15 for all teams. Listen to the following adapted epitaph for a dog, which I will read twice. Then answer the questions that follow in English. Quam dulcis fuit ista, quam benigna, quae cum viveret, in sinu jacebat, somni socia semper et lecti. O factum male canis, quod peristi, latrares modo sequis ad cubaret rivalis domini licentiosa. And I'm repeating. Quam dulcis fuit ista, quam benigna, quae cum viveret, in sinu jacebat somni socia semper et lecti. O factum male canis, quod peristi, latrares modo sequis ad cubaret rivalis domini licentiosa. And the question, name one.
C3.
How sweet?
I'm sorry, how sweet is not correct.
A4.
You would only lie down.
Sorry, he would only lie down is not correct. Go ahead and clear it for team B. I will start over. Name one thing that the dog always shared with her mistress.
Are you allowed to repeat any part of the passage?
Name one thing that the dog always shared with her mistress. No, I cannot repeat the passage. I've now read it twice.
B1.
The dog would always share.
I need your answer.
What food? That's not really good in context.
No, sorry, food's not on here. That was everybody, right?
I literally.
Okay, there were options. The dog would share sleep, dreams, a bed, a couch, or a lap. All of those were acceptable. But no points on toss at 15. After the 3/4 mark, let's check our score.
After 15, our scores are Ohio 20, Illinois 50, and Florida 115.
Illinois. Woo!
Just like I started over.
Thank you. Toss at 16 for all teams. Give the Latin form of the pronoun needed to render the following English sentence in Latin. The student's fear of us is
A4.
Answer please, A4.
No straw.
Sorry, nostrorum is not correct.
C3.
Nostri.
Nostri is correct.
Good
The
job.
student's fear of us is unwarranted. Nostri. Bonus one for Team C, which is not an enclitic or suffix primarily used with pronouns. Met, that's M-E-T. Pse, which is P-S-E. We, which is V-E. Or Modi, which is M-O-D, long I.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Which is not an enclitic or suffix primarily used with pronouns. Met, M-E-T, se, P-S-E, we, V-E, modi, M-O-D, long I.
Okay, never. Do you agree? Trying to think.
Well,
like-
Modi is like they use Modi Cruz Modi, but those aren't
Right,
good
but I mean,
examples.
no, it's fine. I think Wes.
I think Wes.
Yes, I think
Time.
Answer please.
Wet.
We is correct.
Nice.
Bonus two, what do the enclitics met and se add to the meaning of pronouns?
They intensify.
Yeah, they intensify the meaning.
They intensify. It literally says they intensify. Good job.
Yep, we're here.
20 points for Team C on toss-up 16. Toss-up 17 for all teams. What Silver Age poet who held Stoic belief?
C2.
Answer please.
Lucan.
I'm sorry, Lucan is not correct.
A4.
Seneca the Younger.
I'm sorry, Seneca the Younger is not correct. For Team B only, go ahead and clear it. I will start over. What Silver Age poet who held Stoic beliefs followed in the literary tradition of Lucilius by composing 6 satires before suddenly dying at the age of 28 in 64 AD. What Silver Age poet who held Stoic beliefs followed in the literary tradition of Lucilius by composing 6 satires before suddenly dying at the age of 28 in 64 AD? I've now read it twice.
B1.
Juvenile.
Sorry, Juvenal is not correct. This is Perseus. So no points on toss-up 17. Toss-up 18 for all teams. Differentiate in meaning between imber and
C2. Rain and
answer, please.
price.
Sorry, rain and price is not correct.
E1.
Yep.
Okay. Rain and lead.
I'm sorry, rain and lead is not correct.
A4.
Rain and ash.
Sorry, rain and ash is not correct. The question was differentiate in meaning between imber and craybear. Craybear means thick, frequent, or close. Craybear. Are you having trouble hearing me?
I accidentally heard a P at the
Yeah, it was kind of muffled, but I mean, it's not like I would have said
Yeah,
that
we all
anyway.
where we did anyway.
Okay. No points on toss-up 18. Toss-up 19 for all teams. What emperor, during whose reign a commander of the Upper Rhine named
C1.
Caligula?
Caligula is correct.
Nice.
Named Lentulus Gaetulicus conspired to install Marcus Aemilius Lepidus in 39 AD, was himself murdered in 41 AD. Caligula. Bonus 1. What woman, Caligula's sister and Marcus Aemilius Lepidus' wife, did Caligula deify as Panthea after her death?
Drusilla.
Yeah.
Drusilla.
Drusilla is correct. And bonus 2. Though Caligula was mocked for his fake invasion of Britain, what did he manage to build at Gesoriacum on the northern coast of France?
White House.
Lighthouse is correct. That's 20 points for Team C on toss-up 19. And before we do the score check, remember, silent score check on toss-up 19 so we can get going. Yeah. Also, after toss-up 20, coaches, if you'll come on up here, I have something to give you about what we're going to talk about at Open Forum after all the round 3s are done. All right, let's hear the score after 19.
After 19, Ohio has 20, Illinois 50, and Florida 155.
All right. Toss up 20. All teams are eligible. According to Pausanias, at what city did a pomegranate tree grow on the tomb of Menoikeus, who sacrificed him?
C4.
Thebes.
Thebes is correct.
Good job.
Who sacrificed himself to defeat Adrastus' forces and save his father, Creon. It's Thebes. Bonus 1 for Team C. Pausanias also describes a statue of what goddess outside Corinth that shows the goddess holding a pomegranate in one hand and a staff with a cuckoo on it in the other.
Hey, please repeat.
Pausanias also describes a statue of what goddess outside Corinth that shows the goddess holding a pomegranate in one hand and a staff with a cuckoo on it in the other.
Isn't Herod's Cuckoo's the hero, but Persephone's the pomegranate.
Time.
Answer.
Hera. Hera.
Hera. I kept talking right when you were talking, but Hera's correct. It's my fault. Bonus 2. What wife of Orion had a name meaning pomegranate?
Yeah, it's like the Princess of Chios, son, daughter of Inopion. Yes, Side sounds right. And SID. SID.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
If it's a daughter, we know.
Time.
Answer, please.
C-Day.
C-Day is correct.
Nice.
That's 20 points on the pomegranate question. let's read the final score.
Final scores: Ohio 20, Illinois 50, Florida 175.
Okay,